Hi. So, my last cooking video got like tens of dozens of views. So, I'm gonna make another one. Today, I'm going to make spaghetti. Let me show you what I got. Okay, so you can see here, I have my water. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on to boil. I like to keep it at like 7 or 8, like that. Okay, perfect. And then we have our spaghetti. Spaghetti. And I'm going to make a meat sauce as well because, hello, it's delish, but you can see this doesn't have meat. So, I have to get the meat. So, let's go into the refrigerator now. In my refrigerator, let's open the meat drawer. This is not meat, it's cheese. Where it is, oh, there art thou, is the Italian flavored pork sausage, so it's really good. Oh, that was cute. We're gonna boil this, and we're not gonna put the noodles in until this is boiling. So it's gonna be really, really hot. I think approximately 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know in Celsius. Ooh. Ooh, I feel better. And, yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is a saucepan. It's deep-ish, and it's also pretty big. It's time to brown our sausage because this is raw and disgusting and you're not supposed to eat it like this. So this is a knife. I'm just gonna stab it, slice it in half, like that, and then you can just open it and you can see the sausage. It's time to squeeze. Oop. Okay. Now you gotta wash your hands because raw meat is not good for you. Now we have to brown the sausage, so I'm just gonna show you what I'm going to do. This is really, really simple. So you're just gonna take the pan and turn it on to medium-high, and now we take a spatula, like so. Let me get this into my dominant hand, and we just squish it. Squish it down, chop it up like this. Just chop it, work it into little pieces. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to spray this pan. Hold on. Put your sausage in, pretend I didn't put that in. So before you put your sausage in, you want to spray the pan so it doesn't stick. Okay, so, perfect. Alright, that didn't happen. We're just gonna... Okay, so, you just chop the sausage into smaller bits because obviously it's really big and you don't want to eat it like that. Oops. This burner's a little crooked. Wait, did I turn the right one? Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry, I'm a mess. So you just crumble the sausage like this. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so I'm back and I've crumbled my sausage and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Okay, so here's the sausage. As you can see, it's been crumbled up nice and goodly. Like so. And you're not to worry about these chunks being too big yet because even after it started browning, you can still chop them up more because sausage is soft. So these are going to shrink as it cooks because that's how meat works. So now our pan has finally gotten up to heat and you can hear it sizzling. And you can see right on in there, that's what the sausage looks like when it's brown. So you want all of this to look like that. Got it? Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so the way that you want to brown your sausage is when the sizzling starts to intensify. You just want to stir it around, and you just, flip it, make sure all the sides of all the sausages are cooking, like so. And then you're just going to let it sit, let it set, let it set. Maybe get some off your spatula. It's going to accumulate on there. And then you're just going to do it again, and again, and again, and again, until all of the little sausage chunks are brown. Perfect. Now, I've browned the meat for the most part. As you can see, I made a little mess down here, but we're not going to worry about that now. So, I've browned the meat. It smells wonderful. So now it's time to add the sauce. I'll be right back. I'm going to reduce the heat as well. I'm going to turn it down to like 3 or 4. Now it's time to add the sauce, so we're just going to pour that in. Oops, it's boiling because it's still pretty hot. Now we're just going to work the meat into the sauce, like so. and it smells so good. You can hear the sizzling has stopped. It's much quieter in here now. And once we've worked the meat into the sauce, once we have the meat worked into the sauce, we're gonna add our spices. All right, so while my meat was browning, I picked out some spices. I picked out some oregano leaves. We're just gonna shake some of those in there. Okay, now we're gonna add some onion powder. And last but not least, we're gonna add some garlic powder. All right, and we're just gonna stir all of our seasonings in to the sauce. And now, as you can see, our water is very, very close to boiling. So I'll get back to y'all when it is in fact boiling. Okay, so our water is now boiling. It is approximately 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and I looked it up, it's approximately 99 degrees Celsius, and it's also rapidly evaporating, so now is a good time to add your pasta. Just like that. And you want to get a stirring spoon. I like to use this slotted one right here. It's wood. And we just put it in and stir our noodles. And once they're all completely submerged, I'm going to go ahead and add a little olive oil to this. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and reduce the heat to about 7 or medium high if your stove is ancient. And we're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. I almost forgot to mention, while you're boiling your pasta down, you just want to stir it occasionally. Keeps it from burning and sticking to the bottom of the pot. Okay, so how you can tell when the noodles are done is if you jiggle it a little bit, you can see this one's nice and floppy, but really the only good way to tell if it's done is to taste it. So you just want to... Now, what you're feeling for is that it's nice and soft, and there's no crunch to it whatsoever. This needs a couple more minutes, then I think it's gonna be done. Alright, so now our pasta is ready to drain. So here's what you're gonna do about that. You're gonna go ahead and turn your stove off, which I already did. And I have placed a colander in the sink. This is the sink. That's gross. This is the sink. Alright, so I have our pasta here. I'm just gonna pour it into the colander. I'm sorry, y'all can't see this very well, but it's kind of hard to hold a cell phone and pour out a pot of boiling pasta at the same time. I'm gonna go put our pot on a burner that was not just on, and I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, so now to make sure that this is nice and good and drained, you're just gonna shake it a little bit. You wanna make sure you get all the water out. Perfect. So now we're gonna go put this back in the pot, and we're gonna add some butter. All right, so now our pasta's back in the pot, and this is not the burner that was on, this is the burner that was on. You wanna make sure it's not on this burner, because it's still hot, and the noodles are gonna burn and stick to the bottom, and it's not gonna be good. Okay, so here I have a stick of butter, and you're gonna take some of the butter and you're gonna put it in the pot. Now, you can't really go wrong with butter. That's the only advice I'd suggest taking from Paula Deen. So I'm gonna put about 1/4 of the butter. Looks like I'm gonna have to touch it, gosh darn it, and I'm gonna be oily, into the noodles. And we're gonna stir the butter in like so. And once the butter's all melted, I will show y'all what we're gonna do next. My butter's all melted, and the next thing I'm going to do, this part is optional, but I like to do it. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your sauce that you've had over here simmering. Simmering means it's on one of these two, and you're gonna put it into here. So if y'all can't see what I'm doing, I'm just scraping the sauce into the pasta. Okay, so just like that. All right, So now we're just gonna stir, work this in, nice and good. It's a little hard to do this with one hand, so I'm gonna put y'all down. You can see it's all mixed in really, really good, and it smells so good, and I can't wait to eat it, and that's what you do now. You eat it. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed my video. If you liked it, please turn on the bell notifications and subscribe to my channel. Not in that order. I think you have to subscribe to my channel to turn on the bell notifications. One way or another, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. That was so gross. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and remember to clean up after yourselves. You were not born and raised in a pigsty, and if you were, don't act like it. That's gross, honey.